From swords and sandals to lightsabers and Death Stars, this is Rediscovering Classics. Welcome back, and as always, I'm your host, Roger Dodger, and today we're going to do something a little different. I have recently discovered the format of Laserdisc. And so, what I would like to do today in this special episode is show you guys some of the Laserdiscs I have obtained in the last half month. If you're into these collection videos, let me know, and I will post 2 a month, one at the 15-day mark-ish, and one at the 30 or 31st-ish day mark. So, I think this one's going out a little late, maybe a day late or so. But all of these were obtained on Whatnot. I will link the sellers below. So if this is something you're into, Whatnot is a great place to start. Attend a couple auctions. You can chat with the people. They'll give you advice. They'll answer questions you may have if you're not familiar with the format or if you're thinking about getting into it. But most of all, you can get most of these at a very, very low price, and it's much cheaper than going on eBay or something like that. So without further ado, this first batch is from user Not a Towel. Again, all the links to these sellers will be in the descriptions, so please feel free to go check out their shops, check out their shows. These are some real smart guys on the subject, and they really know their stuff. So first off, we have The Day the Earth Stood Still. This is the CBS Fox version, and this is the 1950s sci-fi classic. Front. Next up, we have 1941, The Maltese Falcon, starring Humphrey Bogart as Sam Spade. Front. Back, this is the MGM UA release. So, we have, next up from 1938, we have The Adventures of Robin Hood with Errol Flynn. Front. Back, this is one of my favorite Errol Flynn titles. It's got him, Basil Rathbone, Claude Rains. So just a stellar cast for the time, and I definitely recommend checking this one out. I'm sure we'll go over it at some point in the channel. Up next, we have classic 90s action flick, The Rock. This is the widescreen Laserdisc edition. You can see some of these have a little bit of scuffing, but for the price I paid for most of them, it is not that bad and perfectly fine. The discs are still in great condition. This has got the THX digital soundtrack, and this is one of my preferred Michael Bay films. I'm sure, like a lot of people. Sean Connery, Nicolas Cage, and who knows, maybe it's even a James Bond movie. That all depends on who you ask, I suppose. This next batch is from Sith Lord Vader. His link will be in the description. His auctions are so much fun to watch, and I definitely recommend checking them out, whether you're new or a veteran to the Laserdisc community. So, decent stack here. First up, we have Jason and the Argonauts, which is one of the many, many films the late, great Ray Harryhausen worked on, who is just a special effects genius. And if you've never seen any of his stuff, definitely check it out. I mean, he did claymation and stop motion like none other. So definitely check this out if you've got the time. Next up, we got a little double feature action. We've got the widescreen edition of The French Connection and The French Connection 2. Now, I've seen The French Connection. It's a film I really enjoy and a film I definitely recommend. I've never seen part 2, but I'm excited to check it out here. And you can tell with a lot of these, they were released concurrently with the VHS or in the VHS tape era, because if you see how these are lined up, they are perfectly lined up in VHS tape proportions. And you'll see that in a lot of these double features. I think I've got a couple more. Next up, we've got another fantastic 90s film. We've got Four Rooms. Now, this is, a friend of mine says this is required viewing for New Year's Eve. And I can't say I disagree. There are very few New Year's Eve movies. Why not take them where we can get them? So this was directed by Robert Rodriguez, Quentin Tarantino, who, of course, are very well known for their dialogue. This is a very fantastic, dark comedy, and I definitely recommend checking it out. It's a hard one to find, so I was so happy to find it here because I did not previously own it. Next up, from Sith Lord Vader, we also have some Japanese titles, starting with the James Bond classic, From Russia with Love. So these Japanese ones, a lot of the times have these what are called obi strips, and it's just information about the film titles and stars. So this is the second James Bond movie that Connery starred in, and it is one of my preferred because it also has a great performance by Robert Shaw. Next up, we've got a couple Star Trek flicks. We've got Search for Spock. I really love that they use the original poster art here, and I love this style of jacket for these laser discs. They're just a lot of fun, kind of almost nostalgic. And there's the back, which is just some stills from the film. And we've got a lot of people's favorite Star Trek film, The Voyage Home, which you thought I was going to say Wrath of Khan. So again, they just used original poster art. And as you can see, we've got these black bars because I'm sure even over in Japan, this was kind of matted to fit on like the VHS tape case. Got the obi strip. Some stills from the film. And this, you'll see. Kind of full view of the cover. And this one is a gatefold. Many of these double discs are. And again, you've got just more stills from the film, and some writing that you can definitely read as long as you've got a decent translator. So definitely go and check out Whatnot, because these are just some of the coolest guys that you will ever meet in this community. And it is a lot of fun kind of going on there, hanging out with some wonderful people. We have Beauty and the Beast, again, Japanese release. Loved the cover, and that's why I went for it, because I just couldn't pass that up. That original poster art. Here's the back of that one. And then we have one more Disney title. We have the Aristocats. And I think this is one of the few discs that doesn't say the actual title of the film on the front, because we got Japanese here and Japanese here. But if we flip it over and you're not familiar with the film, you've got the Aristocats right there. Beautiful art, stills from the film, nice obi strip. So moving on, the next box set I have here is from VHS Drew, and he is on Whatnot along with Instagram. And I will try to link these guys' social media in the description as well, but I will definitely have their Whatnot information. First up, got some more Star Trek action. We've got some episodes from the original series. This set is Conscience of the King and Balance of Terror. So these are, again, taken. These are what were used for the VHS releases of the episodes. And got a couple of these. Because I love the original series of Star Trek. It's very much comfort TV. And over here we've got one of the best episodes, Assignment Earth, with one of the weaker episodes, Spock's Brain. So, take the good with the bad. And a little damage here, but I didn't pay much for these. And this show is just so much fun. I was watching some with my son the other night, and he was so enthralled by all of it. Next up, we've got a silent film. We've got Don Juan. Now, there's also hair scuffed up, but that is okay because this one, you go on eBay, is very difficult to find and very kind of costly. And if you were to watch this is exactly how you would have seen it at the premiere in New York in 1926. They got the same orchestral score, some shorts that were shown before it. That's all listed over here. And it is just so much fun. I mean, this is one of my favorite classic films to begin with, and I was so happy I found a copy of this. Next up, we've got Fiddler on the Roof. Now, this is the letterbox edition, 2-disc set. Beautiful gatefold here, just making great use of the space for movie art. And back, this is across 4 sides, so this takes up all 4 sides of the Laserdiscs, which is common for this area, but on some of your earlier discs, if there were 2, then there was going to be time compression, and they were going to be compressing some stuff onto some sides. And finally, I've snagged the widescreen letterbox edition of The Abyss. And the cool thing about this is actually a box set. So you've got this beautiful insert that gives you a lot of the film information. This is where you'll locate your chapter stops, information about the film, various things like that. This is in fantastic condition. You don't always find them in this good a condition. And then you've got your 3 discs, with the last disc containing supplemental features, which was not always something you got with the laser discs. This comes with the under pressure making of The Abyss and some various other things, storyboarding, costume designing, various other special features. Haven't gotten a chance to check out the supplementals yet, but I am very much looking forward to it, and this is the special edition, so this will be the extended version. You can also find the actual version on Laserdisc, but I do prefer the extended one. Thank you again, VHS Drew, for that wonderful shipment. Next up, we have Thrift Store Raider. He has a Whatnot page as well. The link will be in the description. And to start us off, we've got 1980s classic Top Gun. So, as you can see, this is AC3, which is great for audio. Beautiful gatefold. And again, you'll see it's kind of just scuffed up, but this was one of the ones that was just $1, so I didn't mind paying that for this beautiful copy of Top Gun. Next up, we've got a classic crime. We've got Steve McQueen in Bullet. And this is just a classic crime film. I have seen the card from this film in person, but it is a lot of fun to watch, and it is one that I routinely go back to. Next up, we have one that is definitely slept on, and I will definitely be covering at some point on the channel. We have 2010, The Year We Make Contact, which is, of course, the sequel to the 2001 Space Odyssey. It's a film that I enjoy a lot. You've got Roy Schneider in it. It is just so much fun, and it is a beautiful extension of the original. And next up, we have another one of my favorite classic films. You've got Lawrence of Arabia, Peter O'Toole classic. Again, this is 2 discs. And here, then back here, you've got the original long poster sheet. And this also does include the original theatrical trailer. And it has a short documentary at the very beginning of it as well. Just another great example of some of the supplemental features you would get with some of these Laserdiscs. Next up, we have a film that I've not seen called Broadcast News, but it's got William Hurt, and I'm such a fan of his. He is a remarkable actor, and so I cannot wait to check this out. And next, we've got a Michael Crichton. We've got Rising Sun, which has Sean Connery and Wesley Snipes, and this is another one I feel like is very much slept on in terms of Michael Crichton, Sean Connery, and Wesley Snipes films. Beautiful techno thriller takes place in New York, but it involves a lot of Japanese customs, and so Wesley Snipes has to call in Sean Connery for some assistance in that matter. It's just a lot of fun. The two play off of each other well. So next up, we have Dragonheart. It's another one that I was not gonna pass up. It is so clean, such nice, pristine condition. I love the artwork. I've always loved this poster with the sun coming through the wings. Back, up, we have High Society. We have High Society, and this, of course, stars Grace Kelly, Frank Sinatra, and Bing Crosby. It is a musical based off of the Philadelphia story. It also has Louis Armstrong in it, as well as some wonderful backdrop music. But this is one of my favorite movies, and I love Philadelphia Story as well. I just love that they kind of took that and made it just such a fantastic musical. And that last shipment was thank you to Thrift Store Raider. Again, I'll have all these links down in the description of the video. So definitely go over there and make sure you check these guys out. Finally, we have the person who I've probably most definitely purchased the most from. He's come to be a friend of mine, very supportive in the Laserdisc community, very smart and knowledgeable. This is from Geiger's Counter. I'll have his link in the description, but I've got quite a few here, so let's get into it. First up, another Michael Crichton. We have The Andromeda Strain, which is another fantastic techno thriller. This was a later release from Universal. It is letterboxed. 3 sides. So dual disc, no gatefold. Next up, we have this beautiful Clark Gable collection. Clark Gable is a classic star that I've wanted to watch more films of, and I think this is going to be a great chance to do so. So in here, you open it up. You've got this beautiful booklet. Inside the booklet, it will tell you chapter stops for each of the films, along with original poster art for a couple of them. So on this set, we have Red Dust, Boomtown, Honky Tonk, and the remake of Red Dust, Magumbo. So I cannot wait to start checking this out. It looks like we've got 7 hours worth of movie here. So a lot of Clark Gable features, and I am so excited to start watching. Next up, we have Dead Calm, which is a thriller from the 90s, starring Sam Neill, Nicole Kidman, and Billy Zane. Very early in all 3 of their careers, because I do believe this was prior to Sam Neill doing Jurassic Park. Yes, it was 1988, so it was late 80s film. Next up, this one actually came sealed, but I couldn't wait. It is my favorite, John Wayne. We have Stagecoach, which is a Western film that I'm very fond of. It is by far my favorite. And of course, it was directed by the great John Ford. So that just adds to the greatness of it, but it did come sealed, but I did watch it the other night. Looks fantastic. Next up, we've got one of my favorite films. We've got The Final Countdown with Kirk Douglas and Martin Sheen. So, this is one that we will definitely cover at some point on the channel because it is another one that is seriously slept on. It's a great time travel film, and we will definitely be covering it on the channel in the near future. Next up, we've got some more Ray Harryhausen. We've got The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. So, again, fantastic Ray Harryhausen, black and white feature, involves Coney Island, monsters out, just a lot of fun. Just sit back, relax, pop your popcorn, and enjoy some great special effects work. Next up, we've got sci-fi classic Total Recall, and it's just another film that is so good, based off of an album based off of a novel by Philip K. Dick. And a lot of fun for an Arnold movie. Next up, we have Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I love this movie, and I understand that there are probably better Robin Hoods out there. I do think I prefer the Errol Flynn one just a bit more, but as far as the modern ones go, this is it. Unless you count Robin Hood Men in Tights, which is also thoroughly enjoyable. But I mean, you've just got such a good cast in this, and I know sometimes the writing can get a little hokey, and but it is just such a great, fantastic movie, and it is definitely up there on my favorite Robin. Next up, we have another silent title with Ray Harryhausen. It's a double whammy. We've got The Lost World, which is such a fun film. Again, you get the great work of Ray Harryhausen, classic dinosaur movie, and then somewhere on here. Okay, so it says down here that it's color tinted, but it also explains that if desired, you just adjust the monitor of your television down to black and white. You just turn that color all the way down. It'll show in its original black and white, which is how I prefer to view it. And again, just a lot of fun, a lot of special features on it, because this side is all the different special features it comes with, or additions they've made to this restoration. And again, it is just a lot of fun. Next up, we have another Kevin Costner classic. We've got Waterworld. So, this is again Letterboxd edition. And I mean, what can you say about Waterworld? I feel like if they hadn't spent so much money on it, on the production, it may have turned a profit. But say la vie, and I do prefer the longer 3-hour cut of this, which is available through Arrow Video and a couple other sources. Next up, we have one of my two favorite Indiana Jones movies, and it, of course, is The Last Crusade. And again, what can you say? Harrison Ford, Sean Connery, just fantastic movie. I think they did a really good job. They play off of each other well. Yeah, Steven Spielberg at the helm, like, that was a slam dunk. Next up, we have another Spielberg. We have Jurassic Park. Again, Letterboxd edition. And 3 sides, 2 discs. A lot of fun. This is, again, what can you say about it? It's Jurassic Park. Just revitalize the entire dinosaur genre. Another Michael Crichton as well. Just so much fun. Next up, we've got another Sean Connery and Kevin Costner. We've got The Untouchables, which I recently rewatched for an upcoming video, and it is still so much fun. It is so good to look at. Robert De Niro does a great job as Al Capone, and we will get into that very shortly. So these next couple were ones that Geiger's Counters sent to me because there was a little mix-up with the shipping, and so he went ahead and threw these in for me. First up, we have Charlton Heston's The Omega Man, which is a film that I really love. It is my favorite rendition of the Richard Matheson story. You got Charlton Heston. The vibe is just creepy. Directed by Boris Sagal. And you've got 1 disc, 2 sides, but I watched a little bit of it the other night and it just looks fantastic. Next up, from 1959, we've got Journey to the Center of the Earth. Pat Boone. Yep. Pat Boone and James Mason. Jules Verne classic. Just great movie. Great film for the family. And then these next two I haven't ever seen. And this one shocks me. We have Wait Until Dark. It's an Audrey Hepburn film, which is why I'm so shocked that I've never seen it. And I cannot wait to check it out. Finally, we have Brian Dennehy in Belly of an Architect. Which again, I know nothing about it, but cannot wait to give it a spin. Righty. So next up, we've got some Japanese titles from Geiger's Counter, starting with the 1980s classic, Amadeus. Which is a film, of course, about Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. I do love it quite a lot. It is such an interesting film, and it really gives you a different view of Mozart's life. Next up, we have Sylvester Stallone and Antonio Banderas in Assassins. So, again, we've got these nice little Obi strip here. Next up, we have a war film. Next up, we have a war film that I've never seen with Henry Fonda and Robert Shaw. This is Battle of the Bulge. And I cannot wait to watch this. I was thinking about maybe even watching it tonight because I have not seen this, and these are two of my favorite actors of all time. Of course, if you stick around on the channel, you will start to see. Next up, we've got an underrated 80s classic. We've got Next up, we have an underrated 80s classic. We've got Dustin Hoffman, Bill Murray, Dabney Coleman, and Tootsie. And again, it's just a lot of fun. Love it to death. Can't wait to rewatch it. Up, the great action franchises. We've got Lethal Weapon, Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, '80s fun. And of course, if you think of Lethal Weapon, you've got to pick up Lethal Weapon 2. I love the Obi strip, the striking yellow on this against purple. Back here, you've got the original poster still. But I love the Lethal Weapon movies. 3 and 4 sure to come at some point in the near future. Next up, we've got Kevin Costner and Clint Eastwood in A Perfect World, which is, again, such a movie that I don't feel like gets talked about enough in either of their filmographies. And a film that I always have fun with when I watch it because it is such a ride. Schindler's List. This one is sealed. So when I open it up and watch it, I will be the first person to do so. We've got Liam Neeson, Ray Fiennes, and it's Schindler's List, Spielberg, World War II. I'm sure we all watched it in history class. The next up, we have classic titles. Next up, we have some classic titles, starting with a Peter O'Toole movie I've been wanting to watch for quite some time. We have Men of La Mancha, which is, of course, based off of the Don Quixote story. And this is a musical, and I love the soundtrack. I love the score to this. And if you've never if you've never listened to Christopher Lee belt out Don Quixote, then in metal form, then you have not lived, my friend, and you should get right on that. It is on YouTube. We have Ghost, which is a classic Patrick Swayze film, and we have Paul Newman and Robert Redford in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. I bet you thought I was going to say The Sting. But here we have Butch Cassidy, Sundance Kid, great bank robbing movie. Again, a lot of fun. Up next, we have one that I'm going to spend a little bit of time on because we have Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind is a film that I have seen a couple times, and I'm very excited to watch it again. But the reason we're going to spend a little bit of time on it is because look at these beautiful insert sleeves. It's the first one, the second one, and the third one. I really loved these. I thought these were very unique and really wanted to take some time and show those off. So, beautiful release of Gone with the Wind, and I am looking forward to watching it. It's a lengthy one, though. I think it runs over 4 hours. Up next, we have Ben-Hur. Again, very little needs to be said. It's Ben-Hur, Charlton Heston, Chariot Race, rags to riches story, kind of, if you want to call it that. So, probably my favorite of like the historical epics. Like, if you line it up with matched up with like Ten Commandments, King of Kings, then it is definitely top of my list, top tier. And then finally, we have the Paul Newman, Robert Redford classic, The Sting. Ha! I bet you thought I was going to say Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid. So we've got Robert Redford, Paul Newman, and of course Robert Shaw, who I feel if I say any more about how great he is, he's probably going to get canceled for something that he did in the 30s. Oh, beautiful stills from the film with 3 main stars. And righty. And that wraps it up. Again, I am just getting started on collecting this particular format. I've had so much fun doing it. So, like I said, definitely go on to Whatnot. Not a sponsor, by the way. Um, and check out. So, in closing, I am very new to this and have been thoroughly enjoying myself. I am so happy I discovered Whatnot. Not a sponsor, by the way. And be sure to go check out VHS Drew, Thrift Store Raider, Geiger's Counter, Not a Towel. Links for all of them will be in the description. So I am brand new to the collecting, and thank you for helping me get introduced to this. But most of all, thank you to VHS Drew, Not a Towel, Sith Lord Vader, Thrift Store Raider, and Geiger's Counter for really helping me get my collection started. You guys have all been so supportive, so helpful. So links are in the description. Check them out, especially if this is your thing. And even if it's not, again, fantastic time. Thank you guys, and we will see you on Wednesday. Please remember, if you enjoyed this video, to like, subscribe, and ring the bell, because as we classic films fans know, every time the bell rings, the angel gets its wings. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will see you guys Wednesday, and good night.